Hello, and welcome back. Welcome back to the channel. It's my intention to do a love reading for you guys today in celebration of the Valentine season. Valentine's Day, we'll see what comes out. I must admit it feels like lately everything to get myself here. So I consider that to be a feat in and of itself. Maybe that's how, honestly, some of you were feeling. And we are, of course, approaching an eclipse season. We're also approaching the new year of the fire horse on the 17th, which both encompasses a solar and lunar eclipse, I believe, like on the same day or within days of each other. So a lot of energy. If you guys are feeling any kind of way right now, or just that extra push to get you where you need to be, I feel like hang on, because that's getting ready to really take off for you. But in the meantime, you might just be shedding some last tail end energy of the year of the snake, if you know what I mean. So it's just a little bit of shedding going on. Final shedding. And sit with that, own that. Be with that. Be with yourself and be okay to feel your emotions. Honor yourself for the journey that you have been on. Another year of growth and learning about yourself and others, for sure. But you most and foremost. I feel many of you heading in new directions. Many new directions. Starting new businesses, pursuing new passions, or maybe even passions that you put down for a while, hobbies that you put down for a while. Sure. Like I said, we're going to try to see if there's a love reading here for the collective. I was going to do the zodiac, but I don't yet quite have the energy to do all of the zodiac, so maybe we'll do a collective reading and then like a one card pull for individual signs at the very end. So stay tuned for that if you're watching. And for a specific sign, we'll try it. I'm going to get a theme for the collective using the Mythos Tarot. These are beautiful cards, beautiful deck. Gold gilded. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous cards. Oh wow. Split already to the Sun and the Page of Wands. Good news, collective. Healing energy with the Sun, illumination. I'm hearing travel actually for you. News around travel. I feel you creating a new creation. Healing the solar plexus. Creation energy is alive. Okay. Hemera and Helios. Or Apollo. Wow. Good news. You'll also be hearing from a Leo. Or Leo season is going to be significant for you this... Oh no, hang on. We just had the Leo full moon, I believe, yeah. Leo full moon moving into this age of Aquarius, so where Aquarius and Leo are in opposition because of the moving officially into, right, this age of Aquarius. Is it Pisces that's going into Aquarius? I believe. So innovation, these two aspects are aspecting each other right now. That's just a little bit of the astrology. I don't know what it's going to mean on our personal lives. Let's see. Let's see. What is the overall arching energy and theme for the collective? I'll pull you an Aboriginal Goddess card. Ah, I got this last night for you as well. The Tower. The eclipse, right? The eclipse. This is the overall theme, so... No wonder, Poseidon. Poseidon is Neptune. Yeah, I could see that, for sure. Neptune, but also that's the tower is Scorpio and Aries, so that's Mars energy. Could be disruption, or it could also be like a burst forward. 3 of Wands. Hello. Anunk. Anunke or Anunk. The 3 of Wands. Now on this deck, it's a little different. She is the mother of the fates. She is the mother of the fates. She's almost like just fate itself. Something you're doing or someone you will encounter or something that will be disrupted. It's a fated event happening here. But it's also fate by choice, because I feel like the 3 of Wands is also traditionally planning, like, the future that is ahead of you. There is change, there is disruption, there is maybe even a little bit of chaos, but there's definitely change ahead of you. Like blasting forward, if that makes any sense. 3 of Wands and Knock could also be the energy that you're coming out of. In the crown, we have the 5 of Swords. Self-doubt. Self-doubt. Can I do this? Can I move forward? Should I? Judgment. Hatred, jealousy, envy, things of that nature. Getting in our own way, too. Half of our face, who is this? This is Aries? Ooh, Aries. I just heard Sinbad. Sinbad, the high seas, yeah. Now, that was a Cancer reading on the channel, I do believe. Pirates and passwords. So pay attention to that. The high seas are calling. It's almost like, especially with the tower there, with Poseidon, like the ocean. The ocean is calling. We could also see, because it's an eclipse season, seismic activity, that sort of thing, volcanic activity, specifically along the Ring of Fire, or just a lot of activity. Okay? Seismic activity as we push into this year of the horse. Movement forward. Let's read Poseidon, the tower. Let us read. Let us read. Let us read. When we don't know, we read. When we don't know, collective, we read, for sure. Poseidon. Okay. Poseidon, one of the 12 Olympians, ruled Earth alongside Hades and Zeus. His domain to rule was the sea, and he had a special affinity with horses. Shut the front door, collective. Like a seahorse. Ooh, thank you, Spirit. Your love, if this is a love message, is going to be a forever partner. Yeah. This is whoever person's coming in for you, whoever's coming in for you, this is the one. This is the one this year. Could be around August time this year. Yeah. This is the one, collective. Okay? Just letting you know. Alright? He was also connected with the land and was the cause of earthquakes. What did I just say? What did I just say? Seismic activity, earthquakes. We're gonna see. Could be seeing some shit. Anyway, okay. Like a crashing, turbulent sea. Now, okay, when it is risen, it is sudden upheaval, broken pride, disaster, trauma, and chaos. Traditionally. But, like a crashing, turbulent sea in the brutal chaos of an earthquake, Poseidon has entered your reading to warn you of change in the most radical and momentous ways. This does not have to be an ominous prediction, however. As change is a normal part of life, you may need to question long-held beliefs and be as flexible and ever-moving as the ocean, finding fresh processes and ways of thinking. Take on the strength of Poseidon to make sure you grow from this, becoming stronger, wiser, and more resilient with a new perspective on life. As with the arguments between Poseidon and some of his Olympian siblings, He serves as a warning towards an inevitable argument to come. Oh boy. Some of you could be fighting with your siblings. Poseidon, Zeus, and Hades did often argue with each other, so just be careful. Be careful. Alright? Or maybe you're processing an argument that you had. There's that too. Alright. Try to keep your temper in check at work and with those you love. Open up communication as much as possible and be prepared to take steps to fix things. Strong foundations in your relationship will be key to weathering the storm. And with the star right after that, Nyx, there will be healing, because after a tower always is a time of healing. And maybe you are approaching a time of healing through a tower moment that you've gone through in your lives, because honestly, collective, I feel like many of you have been through this moment already. Sudden upheaval, whether that was with siblings or with a lover or family members. It feels like whether it's to come or whether it has already occurred, you've been through it. What did you learn from it, though? What are you learning from this collective? Let me get you an Aboriginal card. This is indeed a love message for the collective. I feel like maybe you could be a Scorpio or an Aries, it doesn't matter, or dealing with those signs, or have those aspected in your chart. Again, it doesn't really matter. I feel like, too, like saying someone's about to erupt onto the scene, or you're about to erupt onto the scene in a new way. We saw the Page of Wands, like expect news, right? You're erupting onto the scene in a new way, maybe even in a way you haven't before. Sure. I feel like you've been in a state of learning, relearning, looking at the past, visiting the library of your knowledge, of your intuition, clearing out space, making room, maybe for new knowledge as well. Maybe you're taking up study. Maybe you know this person from school. You're going to be learning or entering some form of class or new study, which is where you will meet this person. For the collective, what is the message? Release. Indeed. Something about dance here as well. Dance came through in some other readings. Dance. It's green, which is from the heart chakra, something you really love, really care about as well. Underlying we have Eros. Oh boy. Oh boy. Kind of holding Cupid's bow there. Does this person know what they want? Do you? Heart chakra again with Eros. We're talking about love here for sure. Maybe we're releasing something. Maybe we are releasing something. Oh, maybe someone you released. You could be hearing from someone who maybe you, of course, broke up with in the past. There's that. There's that. Acceptance. Acceptance. Okay. Release can challenge you to your very core and can sometimes mean handing over your control to either another human being or to the universe. Trusting another source to provide you with your needs and wants requires courage and strength. On the other side of release is the ability to continually let go of things simply through fear of what may happen if you stick it out. Fear of success, fear of failure, fear of the unknown. At times it is easier to let go than to see where the situation will lead you, particularly if you're experienced at managing the effects of loss. You have perfected the art of catch and release. Time to stop throwing things back under the pretense that something better will come along. It is a farce. You keep giving up and throwing things away through fear. Fear that things will turn out wonderful and you won't know how to handle these positive changes in your life. You're experienced in loss and grief. You're also protected, by the way. And are lacking in the fun and love departments. Time to let go of the fear and allow yourself to feel the love and laughter that has been missing in your life for so long. Stop being so serious. The sky is not falling, and life can be as wonderful as you wish it to be. Manifest your dreams and then live them. So now is the time, collective, this year of the Fire Horse. It's time for you to have love. Again. Baby girl. Hang on, guys. Let me make sure she's... 2 seconds. There really is something to that about, I don't know, I feel you guys. I've been with you, honestly, for some of you, for those of you who might resonate heavily with this message, you've been alone for a while, so kind of used to that. And honestly, I don't feel like you're working through it. I feel like you're used to it. You're moving through it. It's like kind of it's who you are to a degree. Or maybe some of you need to. I'm not gonna say that. I feel like if it's time, it almost feels to me like something you asked for long ago is like getting ready to burst forth through your life. It's like, don't give up right when you're at the finish line, you know? Right when you're at the finish line, don't quit on yourself. It's like you're right there. I'm seeing, there's this little meme, this little cartoon I used to see as a kid. You know, the digger. He's right there at the end. Maybe you're in some sort of a dig or something. You're right there at the end. Couple more strokes and you're gonna hit that gold, but you give up too soon. That sort of thing. But then you're the person maybe that kept going. Maybe you've been that person though, and it's like, you need someone who's gonna stick it out with you. You know what I mean? I don't want to be so cliche because I know we hear that message all the time, but oh Lord, who's gonna match your stride, match your stride, match your effort? Okay, shall we pull a message for each of the zodiac? I think we shall. Let's get love messages, Spirit, for each one of the zodiac. 3 cards spread for each of the zodiac, beginning with Aries through Pisces. Beginning with Aries through Pisces. If I absolutely feel like we have to clarify, I will. Someone's name could be Lee, because I have a screensaver wallpaper on my computer of a library shelf, and I keep seeing the author Lee Vance on my timeline. So someone's name could be Lee or Vance. So there. This message is for you, darling. Alright. My name is Ebony, by the way, or Apollonia, as you all come to know. They're both my name, so there we go. Okay, for Aries, please. Aries. We have 9 of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, 5 of Wands in reverse. Aries. Here. Why does it feel like it's a struggle for you to be single? Or maybe you question if you should still be. Like, I feel you saying, like, I want to, like, I feel my own fire, or I have my own wand, my own chariot, kind of in reverse. Like, you don't want to, if you're in a connection, which I don't see it, to the Aries I'm speaking with today, it doesn't look like you are. It looks like you're doing well for yourself, or you will be. In a very competitive field, too. You could be also training for something. We have a total of 6 wands here, so you're looking for personal victory in some endeavor that you're involved in. And because your 5 of Wands is technically in your weakness, I'm just going to read it as the 5 of Wands. Your strength is your Ace of Fire. I feel like we're getting ready to move into your season in just over a month or so, right? So, it's almost like you're hitting this off with a bang. But there was a question in my mind, like, should I be single? Which is why I was wondering, like, are you single? Because it's almost like you're questioning that, like, should you be? So if you are in a connection, you could be considering moving out of it. It's almost like you're asking yourself, am I better off single? Not to say that you don't have passion with your person, because clearly I see it, but it's almost like you're up in your own head wondering, or in your own feelings kind of wondering, should I be single? Do I not see forward movement with this person? Cancer energy here with the Chariot. Do I not see forward motion with the person that I'm with? Or if this is just, again, an individual single endeavor, should I continue moving down the path that I'm on that maintains my stability? Let's see some more. What is that question about? 9 of Pentacles. I'm single. I look good. I look quite solid, as a matter of fact. Is it wondering, should I be open to the dating scene? 4 Pentacles in reverse. Should I open up? Is it a question of finances? Do I want to open my heart? What am I releasing? Releasing. Control. 9 of Swords reversed. Queen of Swords. Yeah. I see you making a choice actively to turn your back on some mental frustration, maybe even some fear, anxiety. It's been a struggle for you to release, but I think I'm hearing fear the fear and do it anyway, or do it scared, something to that effect. Be afraid and do it anyway is what I just heard. But afraid of what? You look single. I feel like you're afraid to tell the person that you're with, if you're with someone, that you would prefer to be single. I feel like you moved into something a little too soon. I'm sorry. I don't see evidence that you're with a person, but this is how the energy is just reading to me, okay? So take it as it see fits. This is for a specific person out there. I feel you questioning yourself. wondering, am I just having a control fit? If I'm in a relationship, do I feel like I should be? Or am I better off going it myself in another direction? That's what I feel you asking yourself. What is advice for Aries, please? Page of Cups. When pigs fly, sorry, you can hear my dog downstairs playing with his toy. Oh my god, he's gonna go crazy with that thing. Okay, sorry. Maybe you have a dog playing with a toy. Or that could be an animal spirit saying hello. When pigs fly, Aries, if you're in a connection, it's low level. It's even a little immature. You're kind of half in, half out. I don't feel you grounded with it, if that's what you're wondering. Death in reverse? Do you end this thing? I don't know, boo. I'm not gonna pry too much further into your life. Someone could also be reaching out with an apology. Or you. Alright, let's move on to Taurus. 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 Taurus, please, Spirit. Little teeny tiny message for Taurus. I should have timestamped this. Aries, I forgot to timestamp. It's okay. Aries started at roughly 20 minutes, we'll say. One more. For Taurus. Taurus, you've been working hard at something. Or waiting on something. For a really long time. For Taurus, please. We have Death. Four of Pentacles reversed. Nine of Swords. Repeating energy here. Repeating theme. Well, we're stressing about finances for sure. You know what it feels like to me? It's actually, because this Four of Pentacles came out twice, and she's holding this purse at her solar plexus. And remember we saw Helios at the beginning of the entire reading for all the signs. Something around our powerhouse energy center. Are you worried about something going on internally, Taurus? You're letting go. You're trying to release this fear attachment that you hold, I feel like, at your solar plexus. Could be an issue around money. It's saying it is coming to an end. Let's look. Yeah, release, Hangman. You're having an awakening around that. Okay, you gotta let go. See something from another perspective as well, or you're having an epiphany around some sacrifice. Three of Pentacles. Work. Strength. Reverse. So it's just strength. I saw the Seven of Pentacles earlier for you, which would make me thinking you've been waiting a long time for something, Taurus. Something you've been working on. This tapestry, and it almost actually feels kind of like an energy in at your center. Could be also from your root to your heart chakra, between those energy centers. So maybe all the chakras that you're aligning there for is stability. So it's almost like saying where you're seeking stability in your foundational roots and you're needing courage to see something through. It's taken a while for you to get this perspective. Pisces energy. Even though you're steadily building something. Maybe you haven't seen the results you wanted, but at the same time, I feel like you're proud of it. Proud of a change, too, that you're making. So you won't be stressed if you've been really stressed. Especially, too, about your finances. That's changing for you. The stress around your finances is changing for you. Advice, please, for Taurus. Advice, please, for Taurus. Taurus. Three, 1, 1, 1 on my timer just now. Magician. Two of Swords. Magician. Reversed and the Two of Swords. Four of Wands. So it feels like there's an energy that you've been kind of ruminating on, manifesting, but you're trying not to give it your attention. You're trying not to give it your focus. It's almost like you would rather ignore this situation, maybe so it doesn't manifest, doesn't grow, or doesn't turn into something that you don't want it to be, something counterproductive to what another 4 here for you. 4s are significant. Magician, 2 of Swords. Magician in reverse, 2 of Swords. As your advice, Taurus, could even be like an energy in your home, maybe that you're getting rid of, you're releasing. Could be an item in your home, like an item literally that she's holding on to. Could even be in your purse. Maybe there's something you bought or something that was given to you that doesn't have a good attachment to it, or an energy attachment to it. You need to let it go. Or there's an issue that you've been holding on to that you haven't wanted to see a new perspective around. It's been hard for you to see something specifically around. What is this issue related to, though? 4 of Wands. A relationship, 2 of Cups in reverse. With a soulmate. 9 of Pentacles. The World. 3 of Cups. 3 of Cups. It's been a fight. It's been a battle. Ultimately, I feel like you're saying, I don't want to give too much negative attention to the thing that I'm going through. So out of respect for you, Taurus, I'm not going to mention what I think you're going through. If it's something physical, you would know. Okay? Something to do with you and your body specifically, you would know what that is. I think your rationale right now is to not give it the unwanted attention or energy that you know depletes you, okay? So, don't. That's all I'm going to tell you right now. You're in control here. Manifesting. Okay. And if that's someone around you too, stressing you, don't give that person your time or your energy that takes you away from, don't give anything your negative thought right now. That takes away from your healing. pivot, reach for the better feeling thought in your situation, Empress. In reverse. You need to also drink more water. You are feeling dehydrated. Your body is feeling depleted of something, of a nutrient that you need. That's what you feel like to me, Taurus. So, get your hydration up. Okay. Something around health. Okay. For Gemini. Gemini. Gemini, 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 Gemini. Gemini, 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 Gemini. I just heard guidebook, guide. Maybe you are a guide or you are in need of some guidance, or maybe you are guiding someone. Gemini. Gemini. Okay, we have Two of Wands. The World. Two of Cups reversed as the weakness, so it's just the Two of Cups. 2, 21, 2. Well, my dear. Someone at a distance, for sure, is coming in to talk to you. They want to have a conversation. Could indeed be planning around travel to come and see you, someone, soulmate, or you're thinking ahead towards the future. What does the future hold for you? I almost felt like telling you that your love is in the future, Gemini. Sorry if you can hear that. 2 seconds. We return to this message, Gemini. After having done a much needed deep dive into, wow, I was going to write down the times for the signs here, and I came across an entry in a kind of like a journal, jotted entry that I wrote about a long time ago. It's personal, so I'm not going to actually tell anybody what this dream is, but the idea around this dream was that you had a choice to make, okay? Something about chasing the past or crossing paths with a lover, okay? Something about maybe Edgar Allan Poe is significant to you, Gemini, if you are a lover of Edgar Allan Poe. And in the Edgar Allan Poe Tarot, there is a feature. We have the Two of Wands here, but in that particular deck, it features Edgar Allan Poe chasing down this culprit, who he suspects is of a murderer, right? And he doesn't see this woman crossing his path. And let me know if you're dealing with a Capricorn, because I got this message for them several years ago. It was something about a missed opportunity, or you don't see an opportunity that is crossing your path because you're too busy focused on something that did you wrong. A cycle is coming back around. It almost feels like you've reached the end of the cycle, right? You could go this way or you could go that way. Do you chase down something that hurts you? Do you try to rectify with something that hurt you in the past, or are you aware that you could be missing an opportunity to go in a new direction, to change your focus and go in a new direction that is better serving you? I feel like that's kind of your message, Gemini. So we're going to leave it there. Advice, please, for Gemini. Yeah, gotta face your fears. Also, at this time, it's uncertain, right? There are hidden things that you don't know, but really it's saying, go within, go deep, and find your feelings on this subject, and don't be afraid to go there. The ocean is calling you. I really feel like the ocean is calling you, and the unknown is calling you. Magician, there you are. You're creating it, kind of whether you know it or not. No matter what you choose, Gemini, you go back and chase an old dream, something that maybe used to give you fulfillment. There's nothing to go back to, is what I just heard. That relationship would not look the same if you went back to it. That person, the situation, it's gone. It's gone. I don't know what to tell you. It's like it's and maybe you're bringing this news. Some heavy messages here, guys. Be careful out there, too. Just putting it out there, alright? I love you all so much. Just please be careful. You will receive confirmation of this reading. Alright, Gemini. Moving on to Cancer. Cancer. Don't let your fears cloud you from taking the leap or delivering the message. There's something that it's like we need to hear from you, Gemini. Or someone's waiting to hear from you. I almost feel like they want to know if you're okay. They just want to know, like, are you okay? Are you still there? Page of Swords, they have no idea. They have no clue. They are watching. They're gathering information. Trying to find out, trying to understand. Oh yes. Oh yes. Okay, Cancer. For Cancer, please. Moving on. Good news on the way. Cancer, I love to hear it. Okay. Love to hear it. Something is being exposed. Yep. For Cancer, we have 4 of Wands. Justice. Ooh. Queen of Wands. Cancer, you in a contract. Or you about to be. Okay. Maybe you will meet this person at an event or a gathering of some kind. There is a new contract coming in for you with a Queen of Wands. So this is you, okay? Queen of Wands, fire energy, looking good, something in the public eye, a contract, maybe even a business contract I'm seeing. Could be something from work. Maybe if this is a new person, let me know if you're dealing with a Libra, any fire sign, respectively. Okay. Aries, Leo, Sag. Alrighty. But you got a new contract coming in. It's going to take place at an event of some kind. It could be a work event. I don't know why I get work, but I am getting that. Or something about dancing. Dancing. Maybe you're a dancer. Or you're seen in the public eye. It could be a model. Justice. I'm curious about that. Can we clarify justice, please? I will timestamp later, people. What's justice about? Is it truth? Some form of fairness between the two of you? Love. I dare say love. Now I saw it in reverse. An offer that was never made. Self-love. Hello. There's a lot of noise around you, Cancer. Ace of Cups. New love. The Tower in reverse. One more. The Star. Knight of Pentacles. Okay. Someone who walked away from you in the past, Cancer, or who you walked away from, is having an epiphany about you. It feels like you're unattainable, or it almost also kind of feels like you're going towards a journey on your own. being led by the light of the stars, moving in a direction. It's going to take a while. But I don't think you have a problem with that. I don't feel like you have a problem with that, but you have been uprooted. Upheaval. Wanting to rebuild, or someone's wanting to rebuild a connection that they had with you from a long time. They're coming in from a distance. Or feels that way. It also feels like a dream that you had from so long ago is coming back around. Okay? You almost gave up on it. You almost gave up on it. You've been a hanged man for a minute. This is somewhat, I'm trying to tell you, let me know if you're dealing with Pisces or Taurus. Someone has had a spiritual awakening about your connection. Could be with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or you're just sat in this sort of energy. Queen energy coming out. Okay? Justice is being made right in a situation where you were not given the love where you should have been. 2. Cancer. Real talk. Okay? Someone never apologized to you. Okay. Advice for Cancer, please. Feel a little rusty. Cancer, you feeling a little rusty? Hard to make ourselves so vulnerable, you know? Ooh, yeah. 8 of Swords reversed to the 10 of Pentacles. Seeing blended families. Now, it could also be, you don't have to worry about this person judging you. 3 of Cups, literally blended, like blended families, groups coming together. You might think, or someone thinks, Cancer, if this is an ex, you know, they wonder if you've moved on. Do you have your own situation? For someone, they're thinking about a child that you were meant to have. Doesn't feel like you had it. What do you think about this? You still have the potential to. You're not blocked. There was interference, for sure, in this connection. There was. But you're not blocked. But there's a journey someone's going on of healing. Maybe both of you. Healing and self-discovery. This takes time, guys. It takes time. Being okay with being with yourself. Being alone, even. Being good on your own. There was a third party here. Queen of Wands is here. There was an other woman type of situation here. You know. I think you see that this, now also Cancer, if you were in love with someone who was in a connection, I think you see that. I think you know that. It feels like you're finding your own sense of soul tribe, and that's what you need to do at this time for your highest good. It's not so much about necessarily... Family is extremely important to you, Cancer. Any Cancer. I don't care who you are. I was looking for him. Temperance. When we were talking with Sagittarius, that was heavily in your reading about this child or this offer that someone wants to make to you, or you want to make to a Sagittarius. It could also just be, it could have to do with family more than it has to do with a lover necessarily, you know. Just bringing your family back around, back together. That is not lost on you. It will take time, but it's not lost on you to do so. Just gotta take a blindfold off somewhere. Ooh, okay, we're gonna get through Virgo, and then I think I'm gonna switch decks. Okay. So we're on Leo now. Leo. Everybody is doing some massive releasing of what you cannot control, what you should not try to even control. Excuse me. You know, Leo, you need some water, my dear. Feel it. Feel it. Okay. Leo. I'm really being drawn to the release card here, this figure of a dancer, so especially specifically ballet. It doesn't have to be. Maybe you are doing more athletics. This could be yoga, Pilates, those sort of things. What's going on there? Okay. I always get sports messages around you, Leo, but that kind of makes sense. Let's see. What's going on for Leo? Leo, on this lovely Valentine's Day. Leo. We have Knight of Swords. Ew. Seven of Swords. Ew. And the King of Pentacles. Clarify. Page of Swords. Ace of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles. What is going on here? Spirit. If this is a new idea, new seed that you're cultivating at this time, a winning, money, it's telling you to be hush hush, my dear. I mean hush, hush, hush. If you are, something's moving quickly. It could be offer of communication. It kind of looked deadly too. It looks like someone's sneaking up behind you. If you're in the energy of the King of Pentacles, we're just saying be quiet. Be quiet about this information coming to you. That's going to bring you a new idea, a new seed, maybe even a baby, a child. If you are fertile or feeling fertile around this time, Leo, yeah, for sure. For sure it could happen. It really could. It's going to sneak up on you in the middle of the night, is what it feels like. I just got the movie The Rescuers. The animation. The Rescuers. Wow. Now, I did just recently watch these movies a few weeks ago, and just revisiting my childhood and the animation, like pure animation. I used to love those movies. The Rescuers and The Rescuers Down Under, specifically the first one, The Rescuers. I was drawn to the little girl, Penny. Penny. Someone's name could be Penny. Will you rescue me? I was getting something around theft. I don't want to give that message, Spirit. Do you feel like you were stolen? feel like you were in a dangerous situation where you had to keep quiet about what you knew. Maybe you're being given a chance to rebuild on that. You were young. Who I'm speaking to? This King of Pentacles? Penny makes a wish, and she sets it in a bottle to be rescued, right? Yeah, because she feels orphaned, abandoned. 5 of Pentacles. She feels cut off. Ooh. Some of you have felt like love has abandoned you. It hasn't. It hasn't. 10 of Pentacles reversed. So you went through a split or separation or a divorce, a family. You feel like you were done wrong, right? Someone lied or cheated or stole something precious from you. Maybe it was an idea that you had, that you were cultivating. You may have even still been learning about it, like learning. And the Ace of Pentacles requires cultivation. I'm really telling you, Leo, if you're cultivating a new idea, a new thing right now, be hush-hush about it, because you don't want to invite negative energy on what you're creating, what you're manifesting. Just watch it grow naturally without too much interference or too much influence. Also, trust me, that'll happen kind of on its own. It will. Whether with or without your input, I kind of want to say. Trust that this will work without you needing to control the outcome so much. It almost feels like an issue also too that you could be having with a child. Maybe a child lied. Maybe your child lied. Maybe they did. Maybe it's a matter of discipline, or it's a matter of integrity. You could have been this child once. Maybe you lied to your parents without running away. Maybe you ran away. And you need to be rescued. You need to be rescued, Leo. Rescue me. Okay. Advice, please, for Leo. Tower. Oh boy. 10 of Pentacles reversed. Oh boy, Leo. That's not an easy message, guys. I can't, paint it any other kind of way. It's disruptive for sure. You're going through it, or you will be. That's kind of the Tower's kind of serving as this eclipse, right? It could be saying that a situation, a cycle even that you did go through, is finally closing out. We hope. We hope. But it's like a tower is a tower. Embrace it. Embrace it. Embrace this change. What is the Tower, though, Spirit? That's divorce, splitting a family of assets. It's like almost like I feel like you're trying to hold on to at least one. Can I hold on to the thing that I care about the most? It could be a child. It could be. It could be. What is the Tower, please? Show me clearly. Thank you. You. Strength in reverse. Leo. Courage. This idea of you, like, do you have the strength to persevere? To push through? Could be, what is it? I'm feeling it could be an injury? Could it be an injury? Maybe you're rebuilding from that? this courage to rebuild from an injury that you sustained. It feels like you're back to square one, relearning. Where were you deceived or deceiving yourself in the past? Could be with a parent, maybe there's no love on this board, it's all swords and pentacles, frankly, and then we have all this tower energy. You're releasing the fear of where you were abandoned in your life when you had to make decisions on your own, and when you knew that you made wrong decisions, but it's like you did them anyway. So where are you learning how to be easier on yourself where this is concerned, Leo, for decisions that you made in the past? Okay? That you knew might have not have been for your highest good or the highest good of another, but maybe you did it anyway. It does feel like something, if you apply yourself in an area, so you're very creative, I feel like telling you actually have a lot of knowledge. You're young, but you have a lot of knowledge. And if you just cultivate this idea on your own and do it your way, Leo, and have the strength to push through it, maybe even to start over from scratch, you will see this thing blossom. But this is about you finding you. You're in reverse right now because you could just simply be going through it, going through it, learning about how strong you really are. That was the lesson, truly, the lesson here. Lessons all over your reading, Leo. Little lessons, all right? Pages are new, pages are lessons. Pages bring in new experiences, and news and information. You're learning something about you, about how strong you really are, Leo. You can do this. Do you have the strength to pursue love? Yeah, of course you do. Of course you do. To be faithful? Some of your fathers already. Okay. That message felt like it had a lot of other places to go, and I didn't clarify it much because, we're not spending too much time here. But whatever you're learning from this, Leo, you're learning for your highest good. This is about you, finding you. You're strong, but your strength is going to look different to you. It's not going to look the way you thought. It's not going to look the way you thought. I know you're sad right now. Kind of even feeling sorry for yourself. Feeling sorry for an opportunity that you missed. Maybe sorry for something you took for granted, or someone who took you for granted, frankly. It's not your place to feel sorry. Just acknowledge it. Okay. Virgo, please. Let's go to Virgo. Virgo, you are not grounded, my dear. You're trying to be. You're in your weakness as yourself, right? But you are feeling checked out, honestly. Look, we haven't seen you in a while, Virgo. And I feel like it's intentional on your part, but at the same time, it almost feels like maybe you just don't have the energy to give. You've gone through a separation, or you've gone through a tower. It's wrecked your creativity. It's wrecked your sense of, maybe even a sense of your image or your beauty or your sense of growth and expansion. You're not, you're doing kind of like dark night of the soul. At least you're doing something about it, and I love to see you at least representing yourself here, Virgo. Like, or you've quite frankly turned your back on a family dynamic. An empress, a mother. Could be divorce, guys, and an empress is typically in a higher level of commitment. I see someone turning their back, frankly, on this situation. Why? I don't know, but it looks as though currently, right now, I could be speaking with a masculine Virgo. It looks like right now you've chosen to turn your back on a situation with either a higher connection. This could be a mother, a wife, a family, a whole family dynamic here. It's upside down. It's all upside down. And you are heavily seeking introspection, clarity, and understanding. You are trying to understand how to put these pieces back together. I see you doing your Virgo thing. Virgo. Trying to understand what happened. What happened here, Virgo? Like, real talk, what happened? Queen of Swords. The Star in reverse. Eight of Swords. Okay. Kind of got a couple messages coming through. If someone is in the public eye, you were... I feel like someone started digging. They started asking questions. They started looking at something, started examining their situation with a, not calculated, but it's like with a critical eye. Queen of Swords. Someone here started calculating their dynamic here. Am I in a stable commitment? Am I in a loving partnership, a give or take? Is it real? Or is it just this false dream? This inevitable thing that I keep chasing, but I'm trapped, and I trapped myself in it. Somehow, I trapped myself in a false dream. How did I do that? This is my person. This is who I thought, I'm supposed to spend eternity with. This is my person. Where did I go wrong? And it's not that you went wrong. It's just, how did I change so much? Or how did this person change so much right before my eyes and I didn't see it? I didn't see it, or I didn't want to see it. Was I fooling myself? Was I happy all along, or was I just kidding myself? And why now? Well, divine timing, guys. The issue is now, when it's time to confront ourselves and do our shadow work and understand why we make the decisions that we make. Well, point blank period. That's just going to happen. Someone wants to have a new beginning. Or someone was foolish. Either way. Queen of Swords found out something. I feel like she went into investigative mode. She made a decision to cut something off. Cut and dry. This is not my Ten of Cups, my Ten of Pentacles, my Empress, my star. This is not it. What I'm living, this is not it. My dream, is this who I am? Or am I just running again from my own sense of identity? That this is really who I am, but I don't want to face that, or I can't face that. Why? Did I trap myself prematurely into a situation before I even knew who I was? Advice for Virgo? Did I trap myself in a situation with a person before I really knew who they were? Before I really knew who I was? You keep running from this sense of who you are, what you want, and eventually it just kind of gets away from you. Virgo. I could be definitely speaking with a feminine Virgo, but if I'm speaking with a masculine Virgo, Hanged Man is your advice. I mean, if you're dealing with a Pisces, the situation's going on pause for a while, and there is no more movement forward. Not at this time. It's like it's come to a dead halt. Dead halt. This could also be like Ten of Pentacles is also represented as the Tree of Life. These are fated events. These are the lessons we agree to come into this earth plane to learn in this lifetime. Significantly to do with how to chase our own dreams, how to acquire the star, the energy of the stars, also how to balance the feminine energy within us, how to do our own sense of healing, introspection work. We are dealing and healing issues in this lifetime with our mothers. For sure. With our mothers. No joke. Not saying it's easy. Just saying this is the work that we're doing, right? You're going through an awakening right now, Virgo, and it's almost like forced. Okay. Clarify the Hanged Man for Virgo. Slowly, Virgo. Release your hold so that you can not analyze this so hard, but see yourself in it for what it is. Finally seeing the authentic truth of who you are. Not reflected in another or not told to you by another, but just how you see you, you know? You for you. Yeah, release your burdens. Some of you are moving. Maybe you have to move, but you don't wanna. Yeah, in the future. Three of Wands. Three of Wands even in reverse, but Three of Wands. Some of you are releasing a huge burden that you've been carrying. Or maybe you know that you actually have to move. That's interesting. There are three lit wands. Three lit wands behind this. Scaling off the little mountain here, the little hill. So you are packing up and moving, or you will have to. March could be significant for you since we have so much 3 energy here, or 3 weeks, 3 months. You will be traveling or straight up moving. Something about where you tried to lay down roots did not work. Either with a person or in an area where you were trying to do it, okay? You're elevated. Like, you are not on the ground, my dear. Which is fine. This is you. But you are faced out to the ocean. She is faced out to the ocean. Hawaii could be significant to someone. Looking towards the future. Like, my path is somewhere out there. And I may not see it yet. But I feel it. I haven't yet completed my full potential, and I know it. And I know it. You know what's interesting? In all the readings, I'm not so much seeing like couples and ooh la la, love and all that. It's not really about that. Then again, it hasn't been for a while, Queen of Wands. This is about like personal discovery. Good on all of you. Good on all of you for figuring this out. Real talk. 3 of Wands. Okay. Some of you like to surf. There you will. But she knows that the future is out there somewhere. Sometime away. It's planning for the future. It's not now, but it's soon. You know? Okay, we're going to have a short little intermission, and then I'm going to come back and do the rest of the signs. Stay tuned. Thank you, guys.